The shocking baby news dropped on November 11th and completely destroyed Machine Gun Kelly. Bypassing his entire management team, Megan Fox posted her pregnancy announcement directly to her millions of followers, and the truth behind that single photograph serves as the final nail in the coffin for his career. Right now, the musician finds himself in a state of total professional and financial meltdown, watching his carefully constructed web of manipulation completely fall apart. Receipts show exactly what happened behind closed doors leading up to this explosive moment. Instead of just announcing a new chapter of her life, the actress initiated a flawless tactical strike against a man who tried to control her every move. Legal documents prove this relationship never resembled a dark romantic fairy tale, but rather operated as a calculated financial trap designed to drain her resources and save his fading relevance. For years, the actual truth remained hidden behind bizarre red carpet stunts and wild headlines. Now, actual text messages and contracts are finally out in the open for the world to see. Megan Fox stands as the ultimate victor in a silent legal war that has raged for months, surviving his twisted games and walking away with absolutely all the power. And this is where it gets worse, because what happened next exposes the true depth of his deception. Reality regarding their cancelled engagement paints a completely terrifying picture. That infamous engagement ring he gave her generated massive publicity for having physical thorns, and he openly bragged about designing the jewelry to cause her physical pain if she tried to take it off. The truth goes much deeper than a sick jewelry design, as legal documents confirm a massive contract attached itself to that specific piece of metal. Drafting an aggressive non-disclosure agreement disguised as a prenuptial arrangement, his lawyers created a trap to financially lock her down. Reviewing the contract proves that removing the ring would trigger severe financial penalties, which meant she was walking into a corporate prison. A $2 million fine. That is exactly what page 4 of the leaked document outlines if she spoke about their relationship without his permission, literally attempting to lock her into a binding entity using a piece of jewelry. Demanding total control over her brand deals and her public appearances, the paperwork explicitly stated that any breakup had to be mutually agreed upon. He wanted absolute assurance that if she ever left him, he would control the narrative and keep the massive profits. Receipts show she flatly refused to sign the final legal addendums. Recognizing the financial trap immediately, she began planning her escape and quietly initiated a massive legal separation to protect her immense wealth. This confirms the truth about the breakup rumors from earlier this year, proving she did not just take a break from the volatile relationship. Losing control over her money sent him into a completely unhinged spiral. Chaos erupted in his inner circle the moment she first removed the ring, sending his management team into a complete panic. Leaked emails sent between his managers exposed the absolute desperation, since they knew his entire marketability tied directly to her A-list celebrity status. Legal filings fully document the text messages he sent her during that weekend, detailing 94 aggressive messages in the span of 2 hours. Terrified of the impending fallout, he demanded she put the ring back on and issue a public apology statement. Threatening to ruin her upcoming movie promotions if she did not comply with his demands, he actually wrote that she was nothing without his edgy image protecting her brand. The actual reality painted the exact opposite picture, because Machine Gun Kelly faced catastrophic financial ruin without her standing by his side. Accounting records from his latest tour look completely disastrous, proving he lacked any real star power of his own. Live Nation internal documents show ticket sales plummeted the exact moment the breakup rumors started. Across major cities like Chicago and Dallas, entire stadium sections sat completely empty while his management secretly slashed ticket prices by 70% just to fill the front rows for the cameras. $4 million vanished from the tour in a matter of weeks, and the financial reports prove he was desperately bleeding cash while running entirely out of options. Failing to chart on any major tracking system, his latest album releases totally bombed. Streaming numbers dropped to the absolute lowest point of his entire career, meaning he desperately needed Megan Fox to stay relevant in the music industry. Without her walking the red carpets, the photographers completely ignored him and refused to take his picture. Recent brand sponsorships all contained strict morality clauses directly tied to his relationship status with her, revealing the true motivation behind his actions. Sponsors held the legal right to pull their funding immediately if she officially left him. Money completely motivated his desperate attempts to force her back into the public eye, driving his intense fear of going bankrupt and losing his lavish lifestyle. But here is the thing, because the darkest secrets were still waiting to be exposed regarding his most horrific betrayal. Suffering a devastating pregnancy loss required extreme privacy and serious medical care for Megan Fox. Instead of supporting her, he immediately saw her trauma as a massive marketing opportunity and demanded an expedited studio session. Leaked emails from his record label prove he wanted to record a sad song about the trauma while she was still recovering in bed, completely bypassing her permission or any consultation with her medical team. Ordering his producers to create a track to boost his emotional appeal with his teenage fans, he turned her nightmare into a product. Publishing contracts show he secured 100% of the royalties for that specific song, monetizing her physical pain and keeping every single dollar of the profits for himself. Invoices confirm he authorized a massive promotional budget for the track, pushing the song to radio stations during the exact weeks she recovered in total isolation. Weaponizing her grief allowed him to score a desperate hit single. Receipts show he even instructed his stylists to buy specific dark outfits for his live performances, desperately wanting to look more depressed on stage to sell the fake narrative to his audience. This fully orchestrated corporate campaign built entirely on top of her silent suffering represented the ultimate betrayal. The truth was about to catch up with him in the worst way possible. Discovering the publishing splits and the promotional emails on his unlocked laptop served as the absolute turning point in the entire relationship. Realizing he was entirely capable of selling her darkest moments for a spot on the music charts pushed her to take immediate action. Legal filings confirm she quietly hired a team of ruthless forensic accountants without telling him a single word about her secret investigation, instructing the accountants to audit every single joint venture and shared account exposed a massive financial web. Bank statements revealed an even bigger betrayal hiding in the numbers, confirming he was actively attempting to siphon money from her independent beauty campaigns. Moving her funds in secret, he tried to cover his massive tour debts and failed merchandise lines until she shut down his financial access instantly and without any warning. Banking records show she severed all shared accounts on a random Tuesday morning, moving all of her liquid assets into heavily protected private trusts, purchasing a massive private estate entirely in cash. Property records confirm she used a blind corporate shell entity to buy the house so she could not be tracked. His name would never touch the deed or the property taxes, cementing her total financial independence. Installing massive security gates established a physical fortress completely outside of his control. Before he even realized what was happening, she totally locked him out of her life and stayed 10 steps ahead of his failing management team. His publicist tried calling her representatives repeatedly, but they found their numbers completely blocked. What nobody expected was how the situation escalated to a completely new level of drama. Understanding the timeline of the new pregnancy test explains exactly how she defeated him. Discovering she was pregnant again, she knew his team would try drafting a fake press release to make him look good. She knew he would try turning the unborn child into a storyline for his next failing album, and she absolutely refused to let that happen under any circumstances. Leaked emails show his publicist attempted contacting her legal team for an urgent meeting to coordinate a highly paid joint magazine cover, demanding a massive $500,000 payout from a major publication to announce the news to the world. His team treated the pregnancy like a lottery ticket. Ignoring every single email, she instructed her lawyers to stand down and cut his entire corporate team completely out of the communication loop, taking the power back permanently. Exposed his total lack of control over her life and brand. On November 11th, she took the photograph entirely herself in her private bathroom, choosing the black liquid imagery to reflect her own personal journey and strength. Writing the emotional caption without any input from his highly paid ghostwriters, she simply opened her phone and pressed post for millions of people to see. Hitting the internet like a massive bomb at exactly noon, The announcement bypassed his entire corporate structure and left him looking completely foolish. Text messages from his publicist show them scrambling in a total panic as the immediate fallout within his camp proved incredibly severe. Blindsided by the post with absolutely no prepared statement ready to go, they watched his carefully planned redemption arc burn to the ground. Framing himself as a changed and mature family man was the original plan for his drafted statement. Instead, she posted a raw and unfiltered reality that completely excluded him from the main narrative, reclaiming her own story regarding the previous loss and the new life growing inside her, making the entire moment about her strength and her personal journey left him looking like a total bystander in his own life. Instantaneous and overwhelming support followed her post as major fashion houses and global beauty conglomerates rushed to offer her massive endorsement deals, wanting to support her new independent and powerful image. The industry watched her solo marketability skyrocket in a matter of hours. Contracts prove she signed 3 new multi-million-dollar luxury campaigns the very next day, securing her financial future and the future of her family strictly on her own terms. Meanwhile, his remaining corporate sponsors actively distanced themselves from the massive drama surrounding his toxic brand. Internal memos from his last remaining clothing sponsor show they paused his contract indefinitely after realizing he held absolutely no power and no influence over her anymore, ruining himself in the process. His desperate attempts to control her had completely backfired. Finalized strictly behind the scenes, legal documents confirm their total financial separation and leave him with absolutely no claim to her new wealth or her massive new brand deals. Having no rights to dictate her public image or her career ever again means the manipulative non-disclosure contract attached to the magnetic ring sits entirely void and legally useless, shattering the fake illusion he spent years building for the cameras. She finally broke free. Receipts prove he exists as a man drowning in his own lies and massive financial debt, alienating everyone around him just to protect his fragile ego, and his fading image forced him into the harsh reality of a completely dead music career and zero prospects. With his public persona totally ruined and his bank accounts draining incredibly fast, trying to trap a powerful woman cost him absolutely everything he had. Megan Fox walked through the fire and emerged completely victorious. The truth is finally out for the entire world to see, and the ultimate cost of his endless manipulation was his entire career.